Where does the story even begin? Unfortunately, Walter Stone tested positive for COVID-19 several months ago. Despite being young, it has been a lengthy process to get Mr. Stone back on his feet. Mr. Stone experienced many symptoms of the virus throughout the first several weeks of having COVID-19, but he attempted to push through it to the best of his ability. Unfortunately, lingering fatigue led to the hiatus we have dealt with to this day. It was a group effort, but everybody on the staff for Stone International Airport mutually came together to fill the void for the absence of Mr. Stone. The airport is still seeing tremendous growth during this time, with several new routes from carriers American Airlines, Delta Airlines, and Southwest Airlines, including other airlines. Perhaps the biggest change, however, has been all the new international carriers at Stone International Airport. This service includes flights from Air India, JAL, Iceland Air, and Vivo Aerobus. Stone International Airport also saw the addition of a brand new general aviation facility and a brand new Embraer production site. The airport has also been profiting tremendously over the past several months, bringing in approximately $300 million. Brand new facilities have also been built inside the terminals and near the surrounding areas. Stone International Airport has also been ranked the #1 airport in the Northeast United States for 2021. Stone International Airport has not missed a beat, and Walter Stone is super excited to get back to work after his unfortunate sequence of events and absence.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And today we finally have the return of Storyline International Airport for you guys. Stone International Airport is finally back for episode 13 of season 2 for the first time since April 22nd, 2021. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Wow, what a feeling it is to be here. Yes, I'm recording this as I'm sick right now with COVID. Really fits the theme, doesn't it? But man, it's unbelievable that we're finally back. As we know, due to another illness in mono that caused this airport to be gone for such a long time, it has took such an extended period of time to get Storyline back on its feet. And it feels so amazing to finally have it going today. Of course, we've been waiting for such a long time to see Stone International Airport return in its full state with all 3 concourses, dual parallel runways. We obviously see some stuff in the background that's going on over there. It's just incredible to be here today. I'm super, super excited. It's going to be an awesome update today, and I'm really, really excited to dive into it. There's obviously going to be a lot of questions about Storyline in general and just what the status is. I want to talk about that more towards the end of the video because there's a lot to encompass with that, and you guys haven't got an update in around 10 months, so I think it's just time to do an update. So I just want to apologize in advance if I sound crummy, if I sound like I'm about to faint. Just don't feel great, but this fits the theme. It works. Not the ideal return. Hopefully next update will be back to our normal self, but hey, this kind of really represents the theme of why Storyline's been gone. It really gives it that progressive element that we've been looking for. So I'm really, really excited to get into today's video. I haven't even really thought about where to start. I think we're just going to start with Terminal C and just kind of work our way through there since that's where we started last time. Just go a little bit in chronological order, then we'll work over the B and A. So finally some good lighting though on Storyline. It's been way too long. So excited to get into it, everybody. Again, apologize in advance, but Storyline is finally back. I'm so excited. Let's do it, everybody. Alrighty, guys, so here we go. I actually tried to record this once already, these first 5 gates, and I completely forgot to kind of mention a little brief background for my new viewers. So if you're not familiar with my Storyline Airport series, I really recommend going and checking out the playlist so you can kind of get caught up to speed on what's going on. But just for a little familiarity, my Storyline model airports it's a fictional airport that has follows a ton of storylines, kind of like a TV series, if that makes any sense, in the model airport. Again, just some brief context. Definitely go check out the initial episodes to get the full details so you're not completely confused. This airport for season 2 is located in Boston, Massachusetts. The Boston Logan International Airport, as you guys will see in the first episode of season 2, got demolished, and due to the COVID-19 pandemic, they built a new airport, which is Stone International Airport. And Really, to get fully caught up, I would recommend watching all the episodes if you can. It's not a must, but it definitely helps so you kind of understand how this airport came to be. So just a little bit of brief background there, but I just want to apologize in advance if I missed some routes, if I missed some aircraft, if I forget some storylines that we had going previously. Obviously, there's so much to encompass with this airport, and I'm just going to try to do my best and maybe develop some new stuff. So that is definitely the goal right there. But we have some awesome different carriers right here for the Canada and Mexico sectors. So here we go. I'll also try to explain some things because this is not your typical fictional airport as well. There's a lot going on here. So let's start down here at the bottom with the Peach A320. It's been about a year since we've got this in airport update. So glad to have it. So Peach runs a shuttle from Boston to the Washington, D.C. area to DCA. This is very similar to Air France in the Caribbean. I thought this was a pretty cool element. So we have the Peach A320 doing nonstop service out to Washington, D.C. on the shuttle service today, looking fresh. We have a WestJet 737-800. WestJet still going strong. No new routes for them today. Coming in from Edmonton and going to be heading out to Calgary. So nice lineup there. I've heard rumors about Vancouver, so we'll see if that slides in. Little airline change, pardon me. Air Canada has been sending Rouge here to fill in for their void. This guy's currently making nonstop service in from Toronto and is going to be heading back out there. It's been nice to see the Rouge on that route. That's been really cool. So it's been enjoyable to see that, absolutely. Finally, that WestJet 737-800 finally makes it in here. That's been trying to make it in here for a very extended period of time now, but it's finally here. The Aeromexico 737-800 has the nonstop service out to Mexico City. Also, I've heard some rumors about them maybe adding some new routes, so we'll see what happens with Aeromexico. But glad that they're doing better than Season 1. The Season 1 situation was unfortunate. And then last but certainly not least, we have, or I'm sorry, that was Air Canada, my bad, not Aeromexico, sorry. And then last but certainly not least, we have the brand new airline for the Latin America, or, just these North America, if you will, outside the U.S. We had the Vita Airbus A320 with fence tips. Welcome, Vita Airbus. They are going to have nonstop service to Monterrey, Mexico, which is going to be an awesome addition. I've heard that they also want to expand even more, but they're starting with Monterrey, which I think is going to be a monumental W. So excited to have Vita Airbus in here. Welcome, Vita. Transitioning into the United Airlines section, we have a lot going on over here. United, throughout Season 2, has really struggled to get anything going in terms of new aircraft and routes. They do have a couple, so it's been nice to see them trying, but no new routes for this update for them. But we have the CRJ 700 on behalf of SkyWest. This guy's currently coming in from Cleveland and is going to have proceeding service over to Newark. Airbus A320 over there is currently loading up for Washington Dulles after coming in from Denver. Evo Blue 737-800. You will see a bunch of new models that have never been in storyline here as well. So I don't know if the Evo 738 has or not. There's a chance, but Evo 738 with the nonstop flight in from San Francisco after coming in from Houston. And then that one for sure hasn't the 737-700 in the Evo Blue. This guy's currently coming in from O'Hare, Chicago. Is going to be heading out to, don't want to say LAX. Well, yeah, we'll just say that it's going through the LAX app. Yeah, LAX it is. I know that's probably a little long, but yeah, hopefully United will be able to keep it going. I hope that they'll be able to get some movements going because, like I said, they're very much struggling and they definitely need some fresh scenery going. So here we go with the Delta Airlines lineup, though. They are definitely doing dividends. They have added some new flights as well, which has been great. Not a ton of news with Delta for the moment. A lot of things you'll notice through this update. There's a lot of idle things. The international realm is really where we've seen the most progression over these months that Walter unfortunately has been absent. But yeah, there's still been some good developments. So nevertheless, here we go with Delta. We got Delta 757-200 Gen 1 with the winglets. This guy's currently making nonstop service in from Phoenix Sky Harbor, which is a new service, which has been nice to see. Nice competition there. After making the service in from, we're going to say Paris for this guy. Lots of different routes you'll see with different aircraft, and it's going to be a little inconsistent, so my apologies there. But nevertheless, Delta 757-200, no winglets right there. This guy's currently making a nonstop service in from Cincinnati, Ohio today. It's going to have proceeding service over to the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson National Airport area. Delta Airlines Airbus A320 with fence tips right there, of course. This guy's making the nonstop service in from Seattle to Tacoma today after a flight in from Orlando MCO. Delta 737-900. This guy currently has nonstop service over to Detroit after coming in from New York LaGuardia. It's a nice flight for LaGuardia right there. Delta, Boeing 717. This guy currently has a service out to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and he made preceding service in from Pittsburgh. That's a nice flight there for Pittsburgh. Lastly, as we can see right there at the end, long time no see for my Delta Airlines McDonnell MD-90, MD-88. My apologies. I'm sorry. Really like the MD-80. We know this. It's such an amazing aircraft. But the Delta MD-88 currently making nonstop service in from Atlanta, and he's actually going to be heading out into Tampa, which will be a really cool flight right there. So really nice lineup here for Delta. Glad to see some new routes and some different frequencies. Really nice to see there. Alrighty, so we have a pretty interesting lineup going on over here. We'll begin right here with the Delta Airlines Airbus A330-200. Really glad to get this in here, and it's a nice new aircraft for Stone International Airport. This guy's currently making nonstop service. New flight out to Amsterdam Schiphol, which is really cool. This gate is still only 4 times a day for Delta, but they've been trying to increase that. It's actually been a big battle about that. We're going to have to keep an eye on that, but that's been a very interesting debate among the airport and Delta. But he came in earlier today on a longer flight from Los Angeles, so nice to see that. Los Angeles is not a new flight, just making sure. Over here in the regional section, still going strong with this lineup. Delta CRJ 900. This guy's currently making a nonstop service in from some new routes as well. I think 4 new routes. This guy's coming in from Jacksonville. Actually, I don't know if that's new or not. I can't remember. Birmingham for sure is. That's going to be really nice. That's a nice two-way element for the airport with getting maintenance workers from this maintenance base to the Birmingham maintenance base. Complementing that, it's also a pretty high demand route. So really glad to get that route in here for Delta. Have an Embraer 170 as well. That will be Endeavor for this one. This guy will be Republic. Delta Embraer ERJ-170. This guy is currently making a nonstop service out to what airport is that? Norfolk. My apologies. Going to be heading out to Norfolk after coming in from Grand Rapids. 2 more new routes. Those are really good ones in my opinion. Nice job there by Delta. And also operated by Endeavor, we have a Delta Connection Bulgaria CRJ-700. Long time no see for a CRJ-7. Actually, I think there was one in Tulsa update, but Delta RJ-7 coming in from Syracuse and is going to be heading out to Providence, Connecticut? I'm forgetting what. I even did an airport update and I still forgot. But regardless, heading out to Providence after coming in from Syracuse, New York. So really nice lineup right there. Currently rotating, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300ER. This guy's currently making a non-stop service today in from Atlanta as well. He's going to be making a ferry flight out to New York John F. Kennedy. So really nice lineup right there, looking fresh. We're actually going to hit up Concourse A so we can get some really nice lighting on all these Americans. So been excited for this. Let's do it. We'll get the couple of aircraft for American down there at the wide body gates here. When we get to the other side of the airport, we're going to work back towards Terminal B first. So we're going to start all the way down there in the shade. You can probably barely see, but we have the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900 in the UNCF livery. This guy's currently making the nonstop service in from Seattle and is going to be heading out to Portland. Very nice to see that. American's going to be a little bit all over the place, so bear with me, guys, but we do have some killer models to make up for it. Over there, the first one, we have a beautiful American Airlines McDonnell MD-80. I think that is 573, if I can see it right. It's 573 or 574, maybe 574. This guy's currently making nonstop service in from Dallas-Fort Worth, and I'm sorry, my throat's starting to burn. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Coming in from Dallas, going to be heading out to New York LaGuardia. American Airlines Airbus A319 with fence tips. This guy is currently making nonstop service in from Miami and is going to be heading out to St. Louis. Pushing back, we have an American Airlines 737 MAX 8. This guy is going to be heading out to Las Vegas today after a nonstop service in from Orlando MCO. Absolutely beautiful American Airlines Boeing 757-200 in the flagship Freedom livery. We are going to throw a couple memes into this update to make it really fun. So back in the day, if you guys remember the Psycho Ape Geek won the NG models versus Gemini Jet situation. Obviously, when I said flagship Freedom, that turned into a really funny meme. How I said it in the tone I did. I wish I felt that good right now, but unfortunately I don't. But Golly, that is a beautiful model. I'm so glad to have it in the collection. And it's going to be doing some new routes to complement that. We actually have a really cool triangle route for American. It may turn into individual routes, but what a triangle route is it'll go from one airport to another airport, which is point A to B. Then it's going to fly from point B to C, which is another airport, and then it's going to fly from point C back to A. So it encompasses both airports in a reasonable manner. This is what some international carriers did during the pandemic, and it's been done other times, but thought this would be a cool situation for it. So this guy's currently making non-stop service in from Eagle County Regional Airport, KEGE, and is going to be heading out to Jackson Hole International Airport in Wyoming. So really cool lineup of ski destinations here during the season. So really glad to get that in here for Stone International Airport. It's looking really good. American Airlines 737-800 NG models. This guy's currently coming in from Charlotte, non-stop service out to San Juan. Next up, we have an American Airlines McDonald's MD-80. I think that's a 573. It's 573 or 4. This guy currently has a non-stop service in from, let's go with Nashville. Proceeding service over to the, this is a tough choice. We'll go with Austin. That'll be cool. American Eagle Embraer ERJ-190. Great to get this guy in here. This guy's making the Philadelphia run. Glad to see that shuttle right there. And then we have the American Airlines 737-800 non-winglets. This is the first time we got to use this aircraft. It's a beautiful aircraft by next generation models. This guy's currently making the non-stop service today, inbound from, let's go with Chicago O'Hare, and he's going to be heading out to Seattle. American Airlines Airbus A380 in the PSA livery. This guy's currently coming in from Key West, and is going to have proceeding service to, sorry guys, I did not realize how many routes I had. We're going to go with another new service for the 319 today, over to the, yeah, we'll go with Cleveland. Cleveland's going to be good. Lastly, we have the JetX American Airlines McDonald's MD-80 as well, looking absolutely amazing. This guy currently has a non-stop service today in from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport as well, and he's going to be taking it down to Miami, looking amazing. Next in line right here, transitioning over to the internationals. You guys can already see a few of them, which is absolute units on deck. You got the Hawaiian Airbus A330-200. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Los Angeles on our really cool ABC route system, even though it's not a triangle, if you know what I mean. Well, I guess, not really, but yes, I guess, whatever. But he's coming in from Los Angeles, going to head back over to Honolulu. Great service right there. Then we have the absolute unit of the British Airways 747-400. I believe I had the 350 or 787 in the last one, so really cool to get this in here right here. But this guy's currently making a non-stop service out to London Heathrow today. So glad to get this in an airport update. What a unit. There's nothing more to it. That thing is an absolute facility. Man, how about this lineup? This is that is incredible right there. So glad to see international expansion here at Stone International Airport. We've got a lot on deck. It's really exciting what's going on at Stone International Airport right now. Just very encouraging. I'm really happy to see this, and this is definitely going to be units on deck for a very long time to come. Very happy with this. So we do have some regional jets. I got the American Eagle Embraer ERJ-175. This guy's going to be for Envoy today. This guy's currently making a non-stop flight in from Kansas City, a new route, after coming in from Louisville, which is also a new service. We got a American Eagle Bombardier and Acer J200 in old livery on our right. This guy's coming in from Newark Stewart, going to be heading to Portland, Maine. Nice lineup right there. American Eagle Bombardier and Acer J-700, old livery. This guy's currently coming in from Washington Reagan, going to be heading out to Indianapolis. Indy, I don't think's a new route, but it may be. I think it is actually, so glad to see Indianapolis in there. That's a unit. Lastly, we have an American Eagle Bombardier and Acer J-900. Pretty pitiful angle, but so glad to get it in storyline. I think it's made an appearance in every airport it can, which is incredible. Orange County is the only one I don't think it can. Let me think here for a moment. Orange County, and that's probably it. I think it's just Orange County. I really do. I can't think of any other airport that hasn't seen it. I think it's just Orange County, but so glad to get it in here regardless. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Columbus, which is a brand new route for PSA as well. And he's going to be heading out to Cleveland. So really nice lineup right there. Absolute facilities on deck. And we I think I did Cleveland for mainline, but double daily, might as well. Then we have our international lineup. They've been working hard with Stone International Airport. Super glad that they, during the intermission, that we were able to see so many new expansions. So I think we're having a total of 3, maybe 4 new airlines in the international spectrum. So really, really glad to see this. This is incredible. So here in the front, we have the almighty Air India Boeing 777-300ER. This guy's currently making the non-stop service in from New Delhi. And he's going to be having proceeding service over to the Stillwater Regional Airport in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Another meme being thrown out. So this one encompasses a lot of my viewers from back in the early stages of the pandemic. This would have been probably April, March, May, June 2020 timeframe. On one of the live streams, I said, it would be really darn cool if Air India had a daily service to Stillwater to really beef up that international lineup. And I most certainly think that would be incredible one day. It's definitely not going to happen, but still for the sake of having fun with it and making Stillwater a unit in this land. Here we go with the Air India 777-300 right here. What a facility on deck. Absolutely incredible to get this in today. I'm so glad to have it. What a facility right there. Sheesh. That is incredible right there. What a unit. So happy to have that in today's airport update. I got the Emirates Boeing 777-300ER. They, of course, debuted last update with their nonstop service over to Dubai. That's still a daily, that's now a daily flight along with Air India's daily flight. We got the Japan Boeing 787-9. Brand new airline for Stone International Airport as well. This guy has the nonstop service today out to Tokyo and Narita 5 times a week. Really nice frequency right there for Japan. And they're going to complement. They are actually count as one world, but they're kind of. I don't want to use the terminology parking by committee, but it's just kind of one of those deals that they're all just working in there as they can. So, yes, looking really good though, regardless. Then we have the Lufthansa Airbus A330-300. That's the NG models version. This guy's making the non-stop service in from Frankfurt, and brand new service to Munich, which is 3 weekly, and Frankfurt is now daily. So really nice itinerary of aircraft right there. I really like where we're trending here with Stone International Airport and all these international aircraft. So looking really nice, and so excited for even more international aircraft to come. We're going to be able to fill up the whole lineup, which is just absolutely incredible. Next up, we have a couple aircraft taxiing, and since they're in the frame, I'm going to catch them since we're here. Got an American Eagle Embraer ERJ-145 currently taxiing out. This will be Envoy as well. This guy has a non-stop flight out to Pittsburgh after coming in from Louisville. I don't know if I mentioned that one or not, but that's a new route, so yay. Got the DHL 737-800 freighter currently taxiing in. I don't know where I had DHL go when they were in here last. I don't remember when I watched the update. Cincinnati will be great. Let's do Cincinnati. That would be perfect. And then taxiing in the far back. Sorry, it's kind of far back there, but we have the Iceland Air Boeing 757-200 in Hecker Royal livery. They are official. They are here. Really excited to have Iceland Air on deck. Absolutely incredible. This guy's making non-stop service in from Reykjavik, daily flight. I'm going to be eager to see if it stays on 757 or what it will be. So very, very cool right there. Really glad to have that aircraft in the fleet. What a facility. Sheesh. Absolutely incredible. Okay, this was kind of a tough angle to get both of these, so I apologize. But here we go. Southwest Airlines 737-700 Canyon Blue. Southwest has added some new flights, so let's encompass those. This guy's currently coming in from Tampa after making non-stop service in from Syracuse. Those are 2 new flights for Southwest. Win-win right there, so congratulations, Southwest. Looking really nice. Southwest Airlines 737-800. This guy's in the Heart 1 livery. This guy has a non-stop service out to Albuquerque after coming in from Atlanta. Looking really good. Southwest Airlines 737-700 Lone Star 1. Another stunning aircraft on deck right here. This guy's coming in from, Baltimore after making the service in from Dallas Field. Southwest Airlines 737-700 Heart livery with split SIMTARs. This guy's currently making the non-stop flight in from Jacksonville after coming in from Kansas City. And then over on the left side, Southwest Airlines 737-700 in the Maryland 1 paint scheme, making service in from Las Vegas and is going to be heading out to Austin, Texas. Southwest Airlines 737-700 Illinois 1 colors, currently heading out to Chicago Midway after nonstop service in from Houston Hobby. Southwest Airlines 737-800 in the Canyon Blue livery with normal winglets, coming in from let's see here, my apologies, Orlando MCO, going to be heading out to Nashville. And then lastly, we have the Southwest Airlines 737-700 in the Desert livery, great aircraft, nonstop service in from Denver, and is going to be heading out to Jacksonville. So a really nice Southwest Airlines lineup. There is quite a lot to encompass right there. Eager to see their growth. They do have still the 8 gates right here, but I think they're trying to get a couple more on the other side. So Southwest look really plentiful here at Sony International Airport. Alrighty, here we go over here to the South Side Terminal B. We do have a nice looking lineup down here. Beginning with the Sun Country Boeing 737-800. Sun Country does have some new service here. So this guy's currently making nonstop service in from Orlando, or I'm sorry, not Orlando, my bad. Going to be making nonstop service in from Minneapolis, St. Paul first, and then he's going to have the proceeding service over to, my apologies guys, Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport is their new route. So really excited to see how they'll compete against Americans, so looking nice. Then we have our Spirit Airlines aircraft. We'll begin right there with the Spirit Airlines Airbus A320. This guy's coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul, and is going to be heading out to Fort Lauderdale. Then we have the Spirit Airlines Airbus A321, currently coming in from Atlantic City, and is going to be heading out to Minneapolis, St. Paul as well. Really nice lineup. Frontier Airbus A321. Frontier does have a new route to Miami, which is really cool. So they're going to be heading out to Miami after coming in from Denver. Allegiant Airbus A320. This guy's currently making service today in from, my apologies guys, Orlando Sanford, and is going to be making the preceding service over to Sarasota, which is really cool. JetBlue Airbus A321 Neo, the Mint Neo. This is the Ribbons tail, great model, so glad to finally get to use it. This guy has the nonstop service today in from Newark, which I believe is a new service after coming in from JFK, which is awesome. Two JetBlue Airbus A320s. We'll begin with the high rise. This guy's currently coming in from Fort Lauderdale, going to be out to San Francisco. We have a Spotlight A320. This guy's currently coming in from Washington Reagan and is going to be heading out to Atlanta, and then we will. It's in the frame, so we'll just get it, the JetBlue one. JetBlue Embraer ERJ-190, the blueprint livery. This guy's currently just coming in after a flight from. We'll go with the Reagan frame as well, and he'll be heading out to JFK as well. So nice lineup there for JetBlue indeed. Couple of A319 sitting idle. We have the Spirit Digital Airbus A319. This guy's coming in from Myrtle Beach and is going to be heading out to Atlanta. And we have the Allegiant Air Airbus A319. This guy's currently coming in from Destin Fort Walton Beach and is going to be heading out to St. Petersburg Clearwater later as well. Looking good. Getting ready to hold short of runway 15 right, we have the Southwest Airlines 737-700 in the Canyon Blue livery. This guy is currently coming in from Kansas City and is going to be heading out to St. Louis. And how about Stone International Airport's first Airbus A380? Right here we have the Qantas Airlines Airbus A380 with the non-stop service today in from Sydney, Australia. Super cool to get this in here. This is a daily service. Absolute facility, man. I'm sure One World really helped make this happen, but it's so cool to see an A380 at Stone International Airport. Absolutely incredible. This thing's a unit. Really, really excited to see it here for Stone International Airport. Again, this guy's currently on short final. And Qantas, I think, is going to be big for years to come. Maybe they'll even go as far as to add Melbourne or something along those lines. So really, really excited here for Qantas. They're absolutely awesome, and I'm really, really excited to get them in today's airport update. What a facility. Next in line, we have this American Airlines Boeing 737-300. First time getting to use this unit. This guy's currently making non-stop service today in from Washington Reagan. And he's going to have a brand new service today over to the Savannah, Georgia area. Definitely an interesting route, but really, really cool, especially on the 737-300. Excuse me, guys. Definitely a really cool piece of aviation memorabilia, of course, or definitely a super cool route and a really unique one there for Savannah. Next up, we have this Delta Airlines Airbus A319. This guy's currently making non-stop service today in from Minneapolis, St. Paul. and he's going to have proceeding service over to the Seattle Tacoma area. Definitely a longer flight, but they actually did do that one out of Logan in real life, so that's pretty cool. And right here we have an absolutely beautiful American Airlines McDonnell Douglas MD-80 black nose right here. What a facility. Great model by Dragon Wings. So glad to have this one in today's airport update. This guy's currently making non-stop service today in from New York John F. Kennedy, and he's going to have proceeding service down to Tampa, which I think is that new route? I think it might be. I think it is. I think Tampa's a new route, which is really exciting. So glad to add Tampa in there as well, especially on a Mad Dog, because who doesn't love the Mad Dog? What a facility right there. Man, take a look at this lineup. Goodness, unreal. We have the American Airlines 747SP. First time getting to use this unit. Beautiful aircraft by NG Models. This guy's currently making non-stop service in from London Heathrow and is going to be heading out to Madrid following that. Looking really nice. Have the American Airlines 757-200 in the jet flagship livery. Another beautiful aircraft by NG Models. Super glad to have this one in the collection. Excuse me. This guy's currently making a non-stop flight today in from Dublin. It's going to be heading out to Brussels. Hopefully I didn't botch that too bad. I think I did, but regardless. And then currently pushing back in the foreground over there, we have the American Airlines McDonnell Douglas DC-10. Super glad to get this in today's airport update. I believe it's a DC-1030. It may be a 10 though. Regardless though, super glad to get this in today's airport update. This guy currently has the non-stop service over to the Mexico City area, which is a really cool aircraft for that route, which is very, very cool. And he's going to have continuing service back over to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So really, really nice to see that right there. And right here we have an American Airlines Airbus A321 in stand-up to cancer livery. We do have some new flights right here. This guy's currently coming in from St. Martin after a non-stop service earlier in from St. Thomas. So some really nice Caribbean destinations right there. Sure, people are really going to enjoy the skiing and Caribbean routes out of Stone International Airport. So really nice to develop all assets here at Stone International Airport, and I'm sure Walter's definitely been pleased to see that development here at STA. Next up, we have this American Airlines Airbus A330-200. This guy's currently making a non-stop service today in from Phoenix Sky Harbor, and he's going to have the proceeding service back out to Charlotte. So absolute unit here with the wide-body domestic flights indeed. Next up, we have a beautiful looking cargo section. We'll start right here with the UPS Airbus A300. New route for UPS, service out to Denver. So he's going to be going out to Denver. Looking really good after coming in from Chicago Rockford. Next up, we have the FedEx Express Airbus A300. Super cool to get this one in here. This guy's going to be heading out to Memphis after coming in from Miami. That's a new route for FedEx, which is really cool. FedEx Express McDonnell Douglas DC-10. This guy has service out to Indianapolis after coming in from Los Angeles. New airline for cargo, we have the Kalitta Charter second, Boeing 727. Really cool to get this one in here as well. Non-stop service also out to Cincinnati, so lots of Cincinnati competition between the non-dominant cargo carriers, which is really cool. And then we have the FedEx feeder, ATR 72. This guy's running the 13 colonies run. That's fully outlined in the previous update, but the 13 colonies run is really cool, so very nice to get that one in today's airport update. Right here we have this American Airlines Airbus A320. Unfortunately, maintenance got the better of him, and he's currently waiting for some assistance. He was going to fly out to Phoenix one day, but unfortunately that did not happen. So hopefully they'll get it fixed up real soon. Delta Airlines hangar looking very nice. We have an Airbus A321. He's currently waiting to go back to Atlanta. He's almost fully done and currently getting ready to get serviced heavily in there. We have a Delta Airlines Airbus A220-300. Again, he's going to get heavily serviced, and he's going to be doing some test flights here in the next couple days. Lastly, for Stone International Airport, if you guys remember the last few episodes of early last year, we were contemplating, Walter was at least I should say, between adding a new GA facility or a Embraer producing site. And ultimately, after time went on, they ended up, everybody mutually agreed to end up going for both. While this was tough for the budget, it definitely ended up working out in the past, and it has been, already I should say, and it has been super profitable, so that's been very exciting to see here for both of these. So let's take a little look at both of these. So here is the Embraer facility. You'll mainly be seeing Embraer J-175s being produced over here, but you will see some E2s and some different things. So really cool to get to see this. This will be more fancy at some point, guys. Just didn't have enough time to work on a little building, so just put a piece of styrofoam there and looking pretty good. So we do have a United Evo Blue Embraer J-175 and an American Eagle Embraer J-175. These guys are currently undergoing some performance test and getting their certifications ready to go and all that fun stuff, and then they'll be flying very soon. So really nice lineup right there at the new Embraer facility, which looks absolutely amazing. Excited for more details to come. If you guys have any recommendations for it, feel free to drop them in the comments or on the Google form. And then here's the GA facility. The hangars will be coming at some point as well, but this is looking really nice. I'm really happy with how this has turned out to this point. So this is really cool. This will definitely be expanding as well. So absolute facility on deck right here. Got a Cessna 172 over there on the left, at the far left. Not quite top left, but over there on the left. This guy currently has the non-stop service on a local flight today, so he's going to be doing a little local flight just over here at the FBO chilling out. Then we have a Challenger 300. This guy currently came in from Teterboro in New Jersey. He's going to have a nice long service down to Florida following as such, as he's going to be heading over to the Miami GA airport. Forgetting the name. So actually, let's send him to Naples, Florida. That'll be good. So he's going to be heading out to Naples, Florida instead. That was a little close, so let's give a little bit more room for the Cessna Citation right there. This 560 particularly. This guy's currently making a non-stop flight today in from Peoria, Illinois, and he's going to have proceeding service out to. That's a good question. Let's go with Martha's Vineyard. That'll be a good one. So looking really good. And there it is, everybody. We are finally back. Absolutely incredible. Felt so good. So many great things going on here at Storyline International Airport. All the new internationals are amazing. The new facilities, new routes, American and Delta really getting after it, along with some of the others as well. So lots of progressive innovation. Absolutely incredible. Really glad to see how just the progression through Walter's missing time. Just absolutely incredible. So really glad to see this. Really nice, and I'm super excited for what's to come. So first off, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget the vote, but I do want to talk, and the link in the description for the vote, and you guys will figure that out more through the cutscenes and such if you're a new viewer. But going into a little bit of detail about the future of Storyline. So we'll talk about this more in upcoming videos. When these videos will be, that's a phenomenal question. Hopefully soon, or I don't know if I should use terminology hopefully, but they will be soon at some point. But obviously, as you guys know, this upcoming fall, in about the August-September timeframe, I will be beginning my freshman year of college, which is definitely a little bit intimidating to say the least. Absolutely crazy that we're already here. It's just crazy to me. It blows my mind. But unfortunately, Storyline in this capacity, unfortunately, is going to be very hard to do on a regular basis, most likely. And we'll talk about that more in depth at a later time when I feel much better. But there is a good chance that Storyline will be continuing. It's just going to be in a different form, which we'll talk about that more in the future. I do have ideas. So my plan is for Season 2, the run through the summer, which will probably take us sometime into June or July. I would expect, as of right now, probably 3 or 4 more episodes of Season 2. We will probably not quite get to 20. We'll probably cap somewhere right under that, probably in that 18 to 19 range. So probably about 5 episodes or so. The airport's already fairly large, but there's definitely some icing on the cake I would love to do. I think American could definitely get a little bit more going for sure, turn this into just a mega hub like DFW. Still plenty of airlines I have in my clutch. I've got so many more since earlier in Season 2, so there's definitely a lot. It's crazy to think that this season's been going for almost 2 full years. It's just been, you know, my original plan was for last summer in 2021. That was going to be the end of Season 2. And unfortunately, it didn't end up ending like that because I wanted to do a really cool Season 3 during my senior year, and unfortunately, as you guys can tell, that did not happen. So I think the best solution ultimately is to finish Season 2 really strong, have about every international carrier in my fleet by the last few episodes, and have a really nice ending to this season to take us into the college realms. This has been a phenomenal airport. This is not the end, of course. We still have plenty of content left to go, and it's really exciting. So Definitely weird to pick up an airport like this after it's been gone for so long, but it's been a really nice process to get this fully set up again and back in the full run of things. So I think this is working really well, but again, just stay patient. We'll talk more about the details of season 3 at a later time, but for season 2, sometime through the summer, pending what happens. But yeah, absolutely amazing airport. It's so nice. I really wish that season 2, I mean, it's already really large, but there's still definitely time to go. We definitely can expand on the non-civil stuff, maybe get a military base going and that sort of thing. Absolutely grind it out before we end this season, and obviously we'll be in college. So, but we'll talk about that more in depth at a later time. Just want to give the brief rundown on what to expect on that behalf. But I'm really excited for what's to come. It's going to be absolutely awesome. If you guys are excited for it, be sure to stay tuned for it. It's going to be incredible, and so many awesome videos to come. Along with Storyline Season 3 in the future as well. But Season 2 for now, going to be epic, and I'm really excited for what's to come with it. So, thank you guys so much for watching the return of Storyline. Sorry it wasn't the most ideal return, especially in my health lines, but weather was really good. It kind of fit the theme, so I decided to just go for it. I didn't die, so very happy with how that turned out, and really excited for what's to come. So, with all that being said, everybody, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, guys. It means the world to me, and I'm really, really excited for what's to come. So, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. I would like to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.
Despite all the success Stone International Airport has generated, budgeting for the airport has been a bit of a concern as of late. With all these new additions, the airport has been fairly close to falling in debt several times. As soon as Walter returned to the office, he immediately had a discussion with the airport's budgeting company for a long-term sustainable plan.
Hello. I'm doing well. How about yourself? Alrighty. As you know, I was calling to discuss these budget management plans we discussed through emails previously. Let me think about it for a few moments if you don't mind.